More ass wagons caught on video. A cop gives up chase. More proof of those blue lights. And my younger son wins the Cheyenne Film Festival. All that and more on this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and furry studio audience. That is Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Currently located here at the Clutch Trucker Studios as we are traveling down I-80 westbound towards Salt Lake City. It's Monday the 30th. Happy Labor Day, or no, it's Memorial Day. I always get those two back and forth. But I'm driving down, we're at mile marker about 24 here. And there's three downhill, uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill things. And for some reason, they're called the sisters. I've never understood that. But they can be really, really nasty in the winter months. Summer months, not so much. You can tell it's been raining just a little bit, but it's not so bad. I'm only a little over an hour and a half-ish or so from getting to the Sapp Brothers in Salt Lake City, where I'll be staying tonight, so we can deliver our load of aluminum cups that we picked up back in Rome, Georgia last week, the end of last week. They don't weigh hardly anything, 3,800 pounds. I was real nervous coming across the first section of Wyoming after I left Cheyenne this afternoon, because it was pretty windy, and I figured if I could make it past Rollins, I'd be okay. So, we're okay, and we're not too far now from Sapp Brothers in Salt Lake. I reserved a spot there because that's the only way I'm going to be able to get one there tonight, but then I'm only like 6 miles from the delivery, so that's a beautiful thing, baby, yeah. Alright, got parked here at the Sapp Brothers in Salt Lake City. Normally, Sunday night's the worst night to try to get a parking place here, because everyone's delivering in the Salt Lake area on Monday. Well, Monday being the holiday, today, the 30th, being Memorial Day, well, of course, everyone's delivering tomorrow. So I reserved this spot yesterday, knowing that they'd be sold out probably by early this morning, and when I checked in, she said, yeah, everything was gone by like 10 a.m. So I'm glad I did that. The thing that I do like that Sapp Brothers does when reserving a spot over like TA Petro, you don't pay for it till you get here. So if for some reason you're not going to be able to make it, you just call them and say, hey, I'm not going to make it, and they say fine. So that's nice. So you pay for it when you get here, and they tell you what spot you're going to be in, which is cool. So they said, well, what spot do you want yesterday? I'm like, I don't know, I just don't want to be on the end. How about 7? Fine, 7 sounds wonderful. So here I am. Anyway, got a few different things to show you. I picked up some stuff as I was driving after I picked up in Rome, Georgia, this load of aluminum cups is what it is. If you're familiar with the red Solo plastic cup, they're exactly like that, but they're aluminum. So that's what I'm bringing here to the Costco. The load didn't weigh a damn thing, 3,800 pounds. It was light, so it got a little weird earlier today with the wind, but I made it all the way across, which was good. So first off, I got to show you this. This is when I was on my way down to Rome, Georgia to pick up after delivering in Huntsville, Alabama. And I see this motorcycle runs the stop sign. This cop pulls out right behind him with the lights on. Motorcycle just takes off. Then the cop just gives up. All right, watch this carefully. All right, you can see the motorcycle right there. There's the cop. He turns his lights on. And then check this out. I move over to the left. And the motorcycle just takes off. He is screaming, baby. Weaves to the left. He starts going through traffic, weaving back and forth. And it's just taking off. Now, just watch the cop. Just watch those cop lights. Here it comes. He just turns them off and gives up. I had talked in a previous video about how a lot of these LED lights that they're putting in, the street lights, replacing the incandescent lights all over the country, are either blue or purple. Ran into a whole bunch more of them as I was coming into Lincoln. Talked about these in a previous video, and look, you're driving through a Dennis Hopper film. It's the blue and purple LED lights. This is coming into the Lincoln area on Highway 2. And all the lights are purplish blue. Makes everything look like, everybody look like they're what's her name? Violet from Willy Wonka. Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. Look at the blue bouncing off of the road. Bluish purple. It's just, I can't believe that whatever company it is that sold these to these cities and state governments allowed these lights to go out like this. I mean, they shouldn't be blue and purple. This almost looks like they were decorating for Christmas with how blue these lights are. It's just insane. And then look right beyond that, you can see the white lights and how they're supposed to look. It's just crazy. Now I've got a real typical ass wagon, and this happens to us all the time out here. There's a truck, I was on I-80 westbound in Nebraska, heading home to Cheyenne so I can spend some time with the family. Got more about that coming up. And, you know, slower truck in the right lane. I move over to the left lane, and I see in my right mirror this car screaming up, and he's going to try to cut it right between me and the other truck, which is so freaking dangerous, and yet people do it to us all the time. And here's a good example.
Helping us to realize another snack is possible.
And now the zoom and slow-mo. One thing you got to realize, this is my perspective from the cab as this is happening. And look, there's the car, and wow, just barely makes it in front of that other truck and barely in front of me. What an ass wagon. Then this was Sunday, yesterday, right as I was crossing the border into Wyoming. After I crossed the border, then we all came to almost a sudden stop there. Big wreck on the left side of the median. Oh, that car is completely demolished. Might have already been on the tow truck. We got a pickup, or a big truck, looks like it was in the median. Zoom in slow-mo time. I was trying to make sure I was home for my son Ben, my younger son Ben, who's 16. He was taking part in this Cheyenne, I think it's CYSFF, I think is what it is, Cheyenne Youth Student Film Festival, I think is what it stands for. And he's done that a couple of years in the past. My older son had done it in the past. My daughter had done it, where they make a video. They only get 2 weeks to put the whole thing together. And Ben did everything, wrote it, produced it, directed, starred in it, and he ended up winning Best Picture, and he won Best Screenplay. It's only about 4 minutes long, but it's awesome. Link is down in the description on his YouTube channel, Fluff Snowball. He picked that when he was much, much younger. That's why he has that name. But it's awesome. So you got to go down and check that out. We got to go down. They were showing it on the big screen at the Atlas Theater down in Cheyenne, along with all the other films that made it to the finals. And yeah, he ended up winning the best screenplay and best picture overall. It was awesome. I was so glad I got to be there for that. I've got really talented children. So I know I've talked about them before, but go check this video out, this film. I think you'll be very impressed. And the fact that he wrote it, produced it, directed, starred in it, edited, everything, and he did it within 2 weeks, you'll be impressed. Well, then I got to spend the time with the family doing that last night, then reloaded the truck and everything today, and got another shower, even got a haircut. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, I got that done, which is nice. I always hit it with the little hairs hit my ear. Makes me violent. Anyway, so I got that done. I've got about another week and a half out here before I take an extended weekend where my niece is getting married in New York, so I've got to go to that. But got reloaded and everything, and was making my way out here. And also, just a few days ago, of course, I got a text from Walmart saying, hey, you know, it's time for your second booster for the COVID vaccine. And please, I'm not getting into a debate about the vaccine, whether you should get it or not, blah, 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 blah. That's not what this channel is for. I chose to get it. I had the first booster. I chose to schedule myself for the second booster. It's not going to be the place to talk about that, okay? All I want to say is, yeah, I got that scheduled and was able to get that today. And then as I'm getting closer and closer to Utah, I was like, yeah, I kind of feel tired today. And boy, my left arm's starting to hurt a lot. I wonder why. And I was like, oh yeah, got the damn booster. And it does make your arm hurt a little bit. But I found that's about the worst thing. You maybe you're a little extra tired for a day or so. But, you know, like I say, I chose to do it. Let's not debate that. We're moving on. So deliver at Costco at the distribution center. It's only like 6 miles from where I'm at right now. That's why this is a perfect place to park. Sapp Brothers here in Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City, just like most major cities, need more truck parking in the city. Most of them don't have it. At least you can reserve a spot here, which I know is another big hot debate in trucking. I choose to take advantage of that because I would like to be closer to my delivery, and you know, I can write it off. I'm an owner-operator. If you're a company driver and your company does not reimburse you for having to pay for parking, you're working for the wrong company. That's all I got to say on that issue. So do not have another load yet. After I deliver in the morning, probably even before I've delivered, Bo's going to come up with something for me, so we'll see where we're going next. Stay tuned. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yeah, a couple Add-Wagons, a couple interesting things, and of course got to brag on my younger son a little bit because his movie, his film that he submitted was awesome and he won. So that's pretty cool. The link is going to be down in the description. You need to go check it out. It's pretty amazing for, I think, a 16-year-old kid. So check it out. It's worth it there, right, Rusty? You didn't get to see it, but it was a beautiful thing. Yeah, baby. Alrighty, yep. Delivering tomorrow, and we'll see where we go from there. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please subscribe. Please like and comment. Get to your comments usually within a couple of days, sometimes a little bit longer because I'm a working truck driver. And as always, don't forget about Clutch Trucker on Twitter, Clutch Trucker on Instagram, and Sniff That Magic YouTube Fairy Dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. The reason I can't make ice is because it's hot, and I'm dehydrated. I've run out of fuel. What's your excuse, Bob? You run out of muscle? All right, you ready? You got to come down here to start. Come on. All right, here it goes. There it is. Oh, go get it. Ooh, can you get it? Fell down behind it. Oh yeah, he's determined. He'll find that bag and strip boy. Why? Because he's a bag and strip dog. He's a bag and strip dog. Sometimes he eats it too fast and he starts to cough. He's a bag and strip dog. Right, Rusty? All right, you ready to get that one all done? All right, got one more little one for you. There you go. Happy dog. Let's get the happy dog look, Rusty. Come on, look over here.